Major development today in the Catholic Church's priest-sex abuse scandal. The Diocese of Covington released the names of all priests, deacons, and other religious and lay people who have had credible sexual allegations brought up against them. It is part of a report put together by two former FBI agents who had access to all diocese records and archives. Jenna Cisneros tells us what they found.
A new list released by the Diocese of Covington includes the names of all religious and lay employees who've had allegations made against them, which have been substantiated. The allegations date back to 1950. At least 42 of the 59 priests named are dead. Many of them have not served in the diocese since the late 1900s. A familiar name on that list, Father Earl Bierman. In the 1990s, a jury convicted him of molesting several teenage boys back in the 1960s and 70s. He died in prison June of 2005. There are 20 deacons and lay employees on the list, but it's not clear how many of them are still living. It does indicate the years of the alleged abuse, the most recent, which happened in 2013. 5 sisters and 6 brothers are also named on the list. The majority of their abuse claims date back to the 1950s and 60s. Covington Bishop Roger Foys wrote a letter saying he hopes the report will bring a sense of closure to those whose lives have been changed by the, quote, egregious behavior of those who were pledged to care for God's little ones. The letter goes on to read, quote, I understand that releasing a report of this kind may cause additional pain and anger in those who have personally experienced sexual abuse as a child. For that, I am deeply sorry. The Diocese of Covington declined to do an on-camera interview today. In Covington, Jenna Cisneros, Local 12 News.
The Survivors Network of Those Abused by Priests, or SNAP, released a statement asking the diocese to release more information, saying, quote, the list put out by Covington Catholic officials is lacking in necessary details that would make it complete. Information such as headshots, nicknames, and the current status and whereabouts of each abused person. You can find a link to the list at local12.com.